Good evening and welcome to Love Angels Light TV. Tonight we are welcoming back Rebecca from Dragon Heart Healing. How are you? Welcome back.
Well, I'm really good. We've had bucketfuls and bucketfuls of rain here, so can't complain with the rain. It's beautiful. So, I've had a day where I haven't really gone outside much, but it's still nice. We've got that beautiful fresh air with the rain, so been absolutely loving that.
That's awesome. We've had intermittent rain on washing that I've had on the line for 4 days.
Oh, mine's only since yesterday.
Yeah. I looked at the washing on the line 2 days ago. I went, I must get out there and get that. And then I heard rain. I've gone, not today.
Yeah. Mine was almost dry yesterday. Yeah. And then it's like, leave it out. There's no point. It's too wet to bring in. It's too wet to go through the dryer.
Oh, we don't have a dryer, so that's easy.
So you definitely don't just leave it.
It's like, I don't really want to bring that washing in today.
It'll dry eventually.
That's right. I love that we have 15 people washing and we're chatting about watching and we're chatting about washing.
I get it. Yeah, I'm sure they get
it. Where we're at. This is real live TV. We are real people with real people problems. All right.
Absolutely.
Now, can you give us a quick rundown on who you are, what you do, and how awesome you are?
Absolutely, I can. So welcome everybody to my bedroom. It's the quietest room in the house. Well, mostly quiet. Apart from now, right? So I don't think I remember. I don't remember being born having all this kind of stuff going on, but I guess over the last 6 years, I have started to tune in to the fact that there is a lot more going on out there, energetically and spiritually and psychically and all of that stuff. And for the longest time, I tried to understand it all and gave myself the biggest headache. And then I just started thinking, you know what? I'm just going to embrace all the stuff that's coming through and I'm going to start developing it. So I guess it just started with feeling energy. And you all know yourselves that you can sense the energy of other people. If they're upset or they're angry or whatever, you can just sense it with the energy. So for me, I started feeling people's emotions. If somebody was upset in the room, even if I didn't know them, I was finding I'd start getting upset and I didn't understand why. And then I started realizing I was feeling other people's emotions. So from there, I then understood I can actually start to help people to release those emotions from their body, because it's all stored within our body, like muscle memory, like a sport. You play netball, you play cricket, your body learns to to bat or to catch a netball and not move your foot, those sorts of things. It's the same with trauma and stress. If you, for example, are in the kitchen and the phone rings and you find out, somebody close to you has died in a car accident or something terrible, and you were cooking pasta at the time, next time you cook pasta, you could actually have a trigger because it's that event. So, I don't know if this makes sense to people, but the more that I kind of tune into this, like Eileen's laughing at me because she gets it. Yeah, just a little bit. So I have started doing this and helping people to kind of clear things from their body, heartbreak, things like that. We store it in the body, especially if it's really hard to process and we, we're upset, we're grieving whatever's going on with us. We'll cry and outwardly we'll show that we're doing all the right things, but often we push stuff down because we're too busy or we don't have time or we actually don't feel like we've got permission. We don't need permission, but sometimes we feel like, okay, enough time has passed. I should be getting over this now. So we shove it all down into the body where it stays and often can create illness in the body. So let's get this out. Like I literally got years of stuff out when I started doing this work, cleared a whole lot of stuff for myself, and now I'm able to help support others to do the same. So bring that stuff on, right?
Yeah.
Have
Awesome.
you got anything to add to that, Eileen?
Yeah, I want to ask you a question.
Yes.
Guys, if you have any questions about what Rebecca does, please ask them, because she's actually really cool to talk to. And I don't mind sharing your questions with her. I want to ask you, because I know
Yes.
what I see when I do healings and that sort of stuff, when I do Reiki, when I do any sort of energy healing stuff. I know what I see. What do you see when you do healing?
It can be very, very different for different people. So sometimes I'll just kind of go, what's this clouds around your head? Sometimes I'll just see people have a lot of clouding, just like dark clouds around their head, and I just kind of sweep it around, and often they've got a lot going on in their mind and it's heavy, and so it shows up to me as heavy crap. Sometimes I'll get, my shoulders will start to ache. And I'm like, this is not me. And I'm going, okay, guys, what's going on? What are you carrying around? Are you carrying around a burden right now? And they'll be like, yes. So sometimes I feel it. Sometimes I see it. Sometimes I will see little things in the body. Like I think I've mentioned before, sometimes I'll see a little unborn baby that's just sitting there energetically. Sometimes I will literally, I think we talked about this before, but I literally suddenly bam into a past life, and I feel like I'm suddenly a Viking or a maid, and I can literally feel the clothing, smell the place. It's pretty trippy, pretty amazing as well. And it generally makes sense to the person when I go, hey, I'm tapping into this past life of yours. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what I can see and feel. And how does that relate to your life now? And they'll go, oh my God, yes, this relates this way. And it's either something we need to release, like it could be, I feel like I'm being controlled by other people, and that's happened from that life. And so we'll go, okay, so let's just not give our permission for that anymore. Let's just say no, clear that. Or sometimes it's like, holy shit, you were this amazing leader back there where you actually took people over here and taught them things, and why don't we call that back in and use that to support you now? So everything we've done over all our lifetimes is like a skill set we can bring back in, or it's something we need to release. It's a reoccurring pattern over and over and over. So, you might find some people will go to war. Every time they come back, they go to bloody war, and they feel very protective of others, and they might end up here and there's no war to go to, but they're still like really protective of others. So it's this pattern that comes through. So it's sometimes a good thing, and it's sometimes something we're like, you don't need to do that anymore, Yeah. So that's does that answer a little bit?
It does. It does. I know when I'm doing a healing session, like if because I'm a Reiki master, I will literally scan through their body. And for me, it often will either be like a black sludge that needs to be drawn out, or I will literally be healing them and feeling it going. And if people have heard me talk about it before, the Green Mile, John Coffey, the big black dude who is, it's him breathing out the crap. That's what I see when I'm doing healing. So it's either the black sludge being drawn out and it's sticky and gross and or it's that's what I see.
I 100% agree with that. That's how I see it in the body too. Like, as I said, dark up here or dark in the body somewhere, and releasing it. And it does. It's like black sludge. Yeah. And it's just like, let's get rid of it. And I love that movie because it really is how it can be for us.
Yeah, 100%. And I didn't realize until I started seeing it myself.
Yeah.
I went, what is that movie? And it was someone who watches my thing that went, it's the Green Mile. And because I could describe John Coffey breathing this stuff out, but I actually downloaded it so my husband could watch it. I kind of paid $5 to have it on Prime.
Yeah.
worth every dollar.
Absolutely worth it, because it's true. And, and I've got a friend, and she often coughs up when she's clearing for people, like and I do sometimes, but not as often as her. So I always say sorry to her, because whenever we get together, she starts clearing for me and go and it's like, sorry. But it's just method. It's just different methods, but all kind of the same, right?
Yeah, as long as you get it out of you, because the point is if it stays in you, like with Reiki, we learn to be a channel, like you're literally channeling universal life force energy through you into the person, and the energy goes where it needs to go. My Reiki started out just as Reiki, and then all my other developmental stuff came in, and I started drawing stuff out of them, which is, yeah, crazy talk.
Oh, it was same with me. It was started off with the Reiki, and I thought everyone in the Reiki class was seeing what I was seeing and feeling what I was feeling, but they were not. So I don't think everybody has that same experience. They might just be going through the motions of doing what the procedure is, and I was just like, oh, what's that? I'll get that out, and yeah. It got deeper and deeper, and I just allowed myself to go there and go with it, and look where we are now.
Exactly right. See, I don't do a lot of the healing stuff unless it comes to me in the, like I was sitting here last weekend or the weekend before doing some work. I was literally on a phone shift, but I was chatting to 5 different people. I'm like, all right, which of you people has a sore neck? And one of them came up and went, it's me. I literally just spoke to my mother-in-law and said, oh my God, I must have slept wrong. I've got to do something with that. Sorry, that's got to go. Because it's painful. Stop it. All right, we did have a couple of questions.
Oh, I've got to turn the comments on. Sorry, peeps. Rose, love my wording. I don't know what I said. Oh, there we go. There's
the energetic crap.
Tanya, who's on there. She's the one that gags all the stuff up for me.
Yeah, delicious.
Yeah, she's such a good friend.
Yes.
Eileen was just giving me hell for saying, the purpley pinkly ones when we were talking about labradorite earlier. So I do. I have a way with words.
All right. So Mia wanted to know, so you can feel a person's emotions.
I often can, yes. So when, sometimes it's not meaning to. It's by accident. If that person's really, it's like when you watch a movie and you get really teary, except I do that in real life as well. But usually I do have to connect with that person, and I'm like, what's going on? Okay. And I feel it's like I'm what's the word, Eileen? Is it surrogate?
Oh, you're a surrogate.
I become the surrogate for them. So while I'm working on them, I could be like, oh, my shoulder, but it's their shoulder and their emotions and their past life that's coming through me, kind of thing. Yeah. So
yes. On that, because I do past life therapy through hypnotherapy, whereas you don't. Tell us a little bit about your past life regression-y thingies.
Yes. Yes.
Pinkly purpley ones.
Pinkly purpley life. Yeah. So I find that how I explain it is whatever you need right now, whatever you need to clear right now or need to bring in as an empowered thing right now will be what shows up in a past life. So, you could have had 50, 100, 700 past lives. I don't know. But your team, everybody's got a team. That'll be your ancestors, your guides, your angels, whoever your people are. Even if you're not aware of them, they are hanging out around you. And I worked with a lady today, and boy, did she have some ancestors stepping up to support her right now. And it was like layer upon layer upon layer of these people, like, we're here for you. So they're there. So what'll happen is they kind of, I guess, have a powwow with my guys and say, right, this is what we need to work on today. We need to stop this repeat offender that keeps coming in, this ripple that keeps coming in, where this person always kind of gives their power away to everyone else and looks after everyone else, but they forget about themselves. So we need to come in today and we need to show them how this has affected them over lifetime. And they need to call their power back in so that they say, well, actually, no, I'm going to put myself first for a change. So that could be what the team wants to work on for that day. So they'll show me a life where, you might have been a mistress to someone, where your whole existence was all about catering to their needs, but never being the wife, never being quite important enough. And that could ripple through, because that sort of thing happened a lot. That could ripple through to now, where you kind of don't feel worthy enough to have somebody love you for you, that kind of thing. So you may slip into that pattern of somebody having an affair with you. Then you find out they're married, and then you're kind of like, oh, but I really love them, and they're going to leave their wife, and all the things that we know in society is a bit of a no-no. And you're like, oh, I feel so bad that I've done this, and it's not me, but I'm trapped now. And it can be from that. So we need to clear that and clear it up for you, so that you can say, well, fuck that. I actually need someone who's going to put me first. Sorry for the swear, people.
This is a swear-free zone. No. I mean, it generally is, but it was an appropriate... we apologise if the language warning.
Oops. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. But it actually makes your life make sense when you can actually tap into these past lives. You're like, oh my God, now my life makes a bit more sense, because it's almost like, sometimes we go off on these patterns or in these careers, and we're like, I don't even know why I'm doing this. I just feel comfortable here, or because you are comfortable there because you've walked this path before. And sometimes that's a great path for you, and sometimes it's detrimental for you too. So we've got to work out which is which and what do you feel comfortable with, because you can stay walking that track if that's okay, or you can say, no, I want something better or something different. We have the power. I'm not reading any comments here.
We do have the power.
Yes.
That's all right. I'm way up. I'm way up in the comments. How old were you when this started?
So I only officially went and did the energy work course about 6 years ago, and then had my third eye kind of activate, and woof, all this crazy stuff started happening. But looking back now, I realized from a very, very young age, I was very much an empath who used to care quite deeply about my friends and people around me, but also feel quite, I don't know, the black sheep. That's right. Just, I felt very different and very not quite fitting in, and all sorts of things. And I did, when I was in my power, I would just trust that good things were going to happen for me, and they did. And I know now that that's part of being in that manifestation place where you're working with the universe. And as a child, it's really easy to do that stuff. You're just like, oh, I'm so wanting to win this thing at the circus. I'd get picked and I'd go out and be in this part of the circus act, because I just had that personality where I went for things. So when you think about it, those are all quite spiritual things and connected things, and just having that understanding and knowing, but I didn't know what it was then,
Yeah.
So it has developed more the last 6 years, because kids have grown up, space to do it now. So I guess if we make a plan, that was probably my plan, just raise my kids, do the thing, do the career, and then step into this work, because this is when it's needed. Around about now, we're all going, hallelujah, we want to step back into this place again.
Yeah.
So that's my thoughts anyway. Long answer for a small question.
That's all good. I don't think they're judging you yet. Don't laugh with a mouthful. It's not that sort of show either.
Exactly.
Courtney is one of the beautiful ladies that's coming through one of my group programs. So
awesome.
I like it. Yes. All right. So for the record, guys, we're not doing literal readings today. Did you want to do mini on-screen readings with people, or did you just want to do your heart thing?
We can definitely do that. So do you want to explain how we're going to do that?
Sure.
So do we want to do the group healing thing now or later?
Oh, there's a poll. Do we do group healing now or mini healings now, guys? What are you up for? Because if you want to have a mini healing session with Rebecca right now on this live on screen, you need to PM me so I can send you the link for you to join us on screen. But she likes to be able to chat with you while you're here. Well, she's here. I don't know.
Yeah.
One of those.
Yeah. Let's just go with the group one, and then people, if people are like, yeah, this is okay, yeah, Roz is saying group
Now.
Oh, Courtney's saying mini, okay, we're going to be 50-50. So I was just wondering if we do the group one so that everybody can get a feel for this kind of thing, and then if they want to stick around, they can maybe look at doing a mini, but if they go, yeah, I'm done, see you later, they can go do that too,
Yes.
So Courtney's in. So shall I explain the group healing?
Yes. Let's have a chat.
Alrighty. I won't disclose all the information.
That's your choice.
Okay. What I was going to say is I had a chat with Eileen earlier and decided that we've just had Valentine's Day, and I guess I specialize in heart healings. I'm just going to put it out there. I specialize in heart healings. The heart is big. The heart's a big thing that we need to work with in terms of healing. So what I was thinking is we're all here today have been heartbroken at some point. We've all had our heart broken, whether we were 6 years old or 26 or 46 or 86. We've all experienced, a little bit of heartbreak. So what I generally do when I'm doing a big heart healing session, I'll go through all the layers and I'll do self. Self's really big because we're actually really mean to ourselves, and if we're honest, we're really mean to ourselves, and we often don't feel good enough. We don't feel worthy. We put ourselves down. So I do a lot of work with self. So we'll clear all the layers from this life, past lives, in between lives, galactic highway, lives from off planet, all sorts of crazy stuff. Then we'll do like our peers, we'll do our family, we'll do our past lovers and partners. We'll do society, we'll do religion. Religion's a bloody huge one just in itself. Even if it hasn't impacted you greatly in this life, dead set it would have in your past lives, I guarantee you, because religion was such a big part of society. And the creator. Also, if you've got a beef with the creator, it'll be here. But what we're going to do, we're just going to put it in a nutshell today, because I thought we'll just do past loves, and it can be when you were 6 years old and had your first little crush on someone at school and they broke your little heart. It can be that. It doesn't have to be a great big whomping thing. It can still really hurt. So, okay, I'm going to take a drink of water and tell you how it works. Okay, so how it does work, I'll just give you a bit of background that we work with Kuan Yin and we work with Saint Germain. So working with the violet ray here, and I literally have violet ray light in my hands. I've been told. So I think that adds a little bit more kick to this, to be honest. That's my thoughts anyway. So working with the violet ray, it's a really powerful one for clearing that heart stuff. So if you were here with me right now, I would have one hand on your back and the other hand in front of your heart, and I would be doing this, and I would be basically massaging out the hurts. Okay. Some people may feel it, some people may not. I feel it. So I will feel if you're holding back. I will feel if you're flooding it out. I'll feel like it, I'll feel it letting go. So I will call you on it. If someone's holding back, I will say, take a breath and let it go. Okay. So no cheating. So just know that my hand on your back is I've got you. I've got you. You're in that safe space to allow this stuff to go on and release it, okay? Because it's no point holding on to this stuff. Let's let it go. Let's take it off. Okay, so hand here, this one is back. So I'm just going to take a breath and yes and no, Erin. It's going to be pretty effective here tonight too, but we're only doing a nutshell.
Sorry, Tanya.
Oh, sorry, Tanya. She's my sidekick and I'm her sidekick. So we both okay. So all right. So you know, I hope you guys have got a little bit of privacy because you have to speak some words, okay?
Yeah, I'm still going to hide the screen.
So I'm going to get
I'll repeat after you.
Eileen's going to hide, but she's going to repeat back so that I know you guys are repeating back with her, okay? Oh, thanks, Tanya. Tanya's in on this. Thank you, because Tanya's got some pretty cool magic. She's going to help. So you're going to get triple the or more of clearing. Okay. So let's go with this. All right. So I just want you to take a breath. Center yourself. And relax and get ready to release from your heart space, okay? So I just want you to repeat after me. I'm ready to release.
I'm ready to release.
Anything that my partners or lovers or all people, I'm just going to say all people may have done or said.
I'd love to repeat that, but that was really long.
I will do that again. I completely screwed that up because I'm thinking there are people in here that have got little boys from school and little girls from school that have hurt them. So I will repeat that because that was a bad wording. Okay. So I'm ready to release. I'm ready to release anything that I'm just going to say people that past people may have said or done.
Anything that people may have said or done.
To hurt my feelings.
To hurt my feelings.
To make me feel not good enough.
To make me feel not good enough.
To make me feel unlovable.
To make me feel unlovable.
To break or shatter my heart.
To break or shatter my heart.
There's something else. Just let me feel in. To make me feel not worthy of love.
Or to make me feel not worthy of love.
Okay. And we're going to say across all timelines.
Across all timelines.
And in between lives.
And in between lives.
Galactic highways.
Galactic highways.
Super portals.
Super portals.
Fairy, mermaid, and elemental realms.
Fairy, mermaid, and elemental realms.
And any other spaces.
And any other spaces.
Okay. Okay, so I just want you to just release anything from your heart, thinking of those words that came up. Whoa, okay, floodgates are opening. Whew. Okay, that's pretty big. Okay. Shit. Just for those of you that have had children and given birth and had contractions, my heart's doing the whole contraction thing right now. This is a good thing. So much releasing. Okay. Okay. There's a couple of you that I just feel like you just need to take a breath, and on the out breath, just really let it go. The rest of you are doing amazing. Like really well. Even if you didn't speak the words, you felt them and it's happening for you anyway, okay? Okay. Whoa. Oh, the most awesome thing about this is live on my personal page. So all my friends from school and aunties are like, what the total F is going on here? I just wanted to give you all a laugh in the middle of that. Whew, okay. All right. That was really big. Now, please notice none of you had to feel any, like none of you had to relive any of that, I want to say. It was really good. Big stuff. There's a little bit of clutter left behind, a little bit of junk mail left behind. Sometimes this happens. Sometimes when I literally see fish hooks and all manner of things that are residing in people's hearts, and they're left there by other people, particularly people that have got their hook into you and they have had some sort of control around you, even when you've separated from them. And remember, this is not just this lifetime, it can be past ones. So I literally will see a fish hook and they've literally gone, "You're mine. Don't you forget it. You're mine. I've got my hook in you." And it's insane. But that energy can literally stay with a person over lifetimes. So I've got a couple of hooks there now. I don't know whose they are, who they belong to. But what I'm going to do, if it feels right for you, if it feels like these couple of great big whomping hooks there, if it feels right for you, I generally give two options, and that is, one is to just clear it and send it on its way. But the other one, which I find more empowering, is to take that hook and say, I'm going to turn this into something for me that I'm going to love, because I'm taking my power back. That wasn't a swear, please note. And so I'm really getting a strong gold bracelet or gold ring feeling for this. So if this is you and it feels right, I literally want you to grab those hooks and transform it into a piece of gold jewelry, something that you can say, "Hey, I'm claiming my power back, and I'm going to wear it proudly that I now have claimed my power back from you." So literally pull them out just like that. If you feel like you're making it up, that's okay too. Create what you need to create. I'm just going to say, it doesn't have to be a bracelet or a ring, but create what you need to create and just put it on. If it's a ring, put it on. If it's a bracelet, put it on. You can inscribe it. They're just telling me some of you may want to inscribe it with words that are meaningful to you. Okay. I feel like there's there's probably, I'm getting the number 3. I feel like 3 of you in this little bubble here tonight have had one hell of a time in this lifetime with heart hurt, big time, big time. So for you guys, I feel like even if it wasn't for you, it's really empowering that you've done this. So take it anyway. Does that make sense? Even if that person doesn't have their hooks in you, just to say, I reclaim my heart space and my self-love and all the goodness. It's really powerful, and it may seem really weird to people, but this is powerful work, because it's all about self-love and pulling it all back, you know. I think we're good. So we can bring Miss Eileen back on stage. And I'm just clearing it all. If anyone wants to give us feedback, please do. We would love that. And also, you're back. And if anyone would like to come on, please PM Eileen.
I've already got one message.
Awesome. I like that. A big gold chunky cuff. That's awesome. Because how powerful is that? It's even if it's just a metaphor, it's still amazing. I'm still doing a little bit of repair work here, but that's okay. Okay.
So PM me, guys, if you want to join us live. We can fit a couple of people. Do you like me? A couple of people.
While you're doing that, I just need to clear my hands. I will be 2 secs. Sorry. Yeah. I promise I'll come back.
She's run away, guys. Let it be noted. Let the records show. All right. Good to see. You release the tears too. Awesome.
Sorry, there was a bit of icky stuff that it just had to go.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
Do you have your?
I do. I want to say I saw when you were talking about the hooks.
Yeah.
That was the effort it took for me to grab this.
Very much.
When you were talking about the hooks, what I saw was a young girl.
Yeah.
I want to say almost convict. I saw bonds and ties, but so much hurt in the heart. But the hurt didn't come from like love in terms of boyfriend, girlfriend kind of love. It came from parents. That's where their heart hurt started. The hurt heart started.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
It carries through so much. So it really carries through, and even depression and anxiety and things like that. People are like, what the actual F? And can I just quickly say that, and it's just occurred to me now, even deeper level than what I'd thought about right now, because we're going through this pandemic, it's triggering people's anxiety and depression, and it's not a now thing. It's because it's triggering you from when you've experienced it before and how devastating that was. It's thrown you back into that past life energy. So where you're just cruising along going, I've got enough food and I've got money to live and I'm not under any real hardship, but your kind of memory, I guess, from that past life where you were in, like, say you lived when there was the Black Plague or something and your whole family died and you died, and like you've got the energy of that it just settles on your bones and it triggers and you're feeling other people's stuff as well. But so it's a lot more going on than we realize.
Absolutely.
Can we gong everyone?
Wow, that's awesome, Erin.
That's better. Lovely ladies, I plan to start my hypnotherapy basis, but really is so stressful. Should I go back to myself?
Wow, that's so hard. Hey, Tammy.
Yeah. Interesting.
Haha. Ray Louise, you need to focus on what will bring you the most joy.
Good answer.
I can't answer it for you. You're going to have to choose that one. Hey, Claudine found us.
Yeah.
And that's awesome. That one up there. All right. Are you ready?
Oh. You're muted, I think.
You have to unmute yourself.
So we have Claudine with us. Hello.
Hi there.
How are you tonight?
How are you?
I'm good. I love that last thing. That was amazing.
Yeah, it's like until you experience that stuff, you can't judge it or speak on it. You have to feel it, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So, do you have a thing you want me to dive into, or do you just want me to jump in and see what your team wants to look at tonight?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Awesome. I'm just going to jump in. Okay. I don't know what I'm seeing. I feel like I'm seeing a little child's bunny rabbit, like a fluffy toy with long ears.
Okay.
Like something that's a well-loved child's toy. I don't know if it's yours or someone you know, or it could just be a representation as well.
Okay.
Can I ask you a question? Now, please, if anything I say, you're like, I don't want to go there, just say, I don't want to, it's all good. But, when you think about a little child and they have like their comfy companion, like their toy, and it's like theirs and they need it and they can't go to sleep without it and all of that. At the moment, is there anything that in your life that it's like I feel like I'm missing my thing. I feel like I'm missing my snuggly toy. I feel like, is there something in your life that would bring you comfort that you're missing right now? Does that make sense?
Okay, so what's coming up for me is actually recently I used to work in aged care and I used to look after this dog. And this dog does have a really loved rabbit toy that comes to mind when you talk about it. And it's like he must be missing me and I must be missing him.
Yeah, because I just this kind of poor looking rabbit toy. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any way you can go back and see this dog?
Yeah, there is, but I just have to wait till next week.
Awesome, because I know that's crazy, but it's like I feel like I'm missing something in my life right now.
Oh yeah, this dog is his name's Crikey and he's just the most amazing, gorgeous dog. And yeah, we have a strong bond, but it's been like a week now that I haven't seen him.
I reckon that he put the call in tonight. He's got connections, this dog. I kid you not. I kid you not. Because I'm like, I didn't want to say a child because it didn't feel like a child's toy, but I'm like, how does that work? But yeah, that makes complete sense now. Yeah. So that's your homework for the week.
Look, I wanted to see this dog all week, but due to company policy and ridiculous stuff that's going on, I can't go until the family come down. So yeah, and once that happens, then I can go visit.
That's cool. So that's the main thing, but I feel like you got ripped off. So I'm going to go back in and see if there's anything else we can do. Hang on.
Oh yeah, I did get ripped off real bad.
I'll see what else we can find. Hang on. Sorry. Oh. I mean, I know you've disclosed that you do work and have, the work in the old folks' home and things. I just saw coffins and roses and sadness, and I'm just like, oh wow. I feel like they just want to give you a big energetic hug, your team, because I do feel like you have a really important job, and but unfortunately, with that job does come a fair bit of sadness when people are passing over. So not sure why, but just coffins and roses was shown to me just then. So it's like, I'm just going to energetically just give you a bit of a clear, because I think that I'm just wondering if it really do you sometimes find it really difficult when your people pass over? Is that like a big huge thing for you?
It's definitely been looking after frail people for the last few months, and they are kind of at that stage. But
okay, so
kind of worry pulled out with it before anything happened. So it's been even more difficult not knowing.
Okay, because yeah, I feel like, I don't know, yeah, they're just showing me that I do feel like that's going to be part of that role, just being having that experience all the time. I think I don't know why. I don't know if it relates to some other part of your life or a person. I just assumed it was to the job, but maybe it's not.
Oh, it is. And I do love doing palliative care for our clients, and that's something that I have a passion of helping them pass over with. So yeah, but it's just been an unfair dismissal thing that happened at work, and it's been a week now, and I've just been like, okay, just the way it happened was a big shock for all my clients involved.
Okay, yeah, because there's definitely a big, strong connection there. Okay, Yeah, so look, what I might do is I'm just going to kind of zhuzh down your aura because I do think there's some heaviness around you right now. So I'm just going to go drop in and do that.
I am empathic, so I was also taking on a lot of their stuff, and I was finding it really hard to deal with as well. So thank you. If you can clear it, that'd be great.
Yeah, I do feel like if this is something you end up going back into, that create a ritual for yourself. When you come home, I'm getting take off your shoes at the door, clear yourself. Whether you can have a shower as soon as you get home, that would be amazing. And put on your home clothes. But they're saying they're saying something about take your shoes off at the door and jump straight in the shower, clear it, those clothes in the washing machine, and just put on your home clothes. And they're saying when you're washing with the shower, have that intention that you're clearing the day's energies away too, because they particularly keep showing me these shoes at the door. Do not put those shoes back on. Those are work shoes is what I'm getting.
Yeah.
They're
bossy.
bossy.
I got told that. Yeah.
They're being bossy. They're like, do not, because those are that it's not bad. It's just those are for work. Different energy. Yeah, they just want you to have that ritual so that you're not holding that energy any longer than you have to. Yeah.
Do you think it's something I should go back to, or was this?
Ellen and I are both going to pendulum, aren't we, Eileen? I don't know which way hers goes.
Mine's saying no.
Mine's saying yes.
You know what that means, though? It means the choice is yours. You have to decide. It's like the question we had earlier. You have to make a decision. What is going to be best for you? What's going to be best for your heart?
Yeah, I've enjoyed my week off tie-dyeing, so that's always good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Well, the most important message tonight is that your fluffy friend really wants to see you again.
Oh, yeah. I want to see him too. I miss his cuddles.
Yeah, I think that's so cool. I'm so glad we solved the mystery of the bunny toy.
Oh, I know what the toy looks like, so you're probably thinking, oh, my God, this can't be a kid's toy.
I did. I was like, it just feels really, really well loved, but I couldn't see a child around it. And I was like, oh, I've got to try not to go in here. I've got to try and just, allow it.
Yeah, thank you.
That's right. Thank you so much for coming on. I hope that's, at least given you a bit of something for the evening.
Thank you for my healing and clearing. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for coming on.
Awesome. I'll kick you out now.
All right, bye.
Bye.
There we go. Done. All right. So, Courtney, I did send you a link. All right, guys, we're not doing readings per se. We're doing mini healing sessions or whatever comes through to Rebecca.
Yeah. I mean, fluffy dogs and
fluffy
their
dog
toys.
Yes.
I was just looking at it. Sorry, go.
No, that's all right. So can I just reiterate? If you want, excellent, Akessa, send me a PM. If you want to have a mini session with Rebecca, you need to sort of PM me because we bring you up on the screen. We like to share our space with you. And I do have Courtney here. Okay.
Hiya.
Hey.
Hi.
Thank you for coming on.
No, thank you. I actually caught you. I'm not normally around and jumping on at this time, so this was yes.
Perfect timing, huh?
Yes, divine timing.
So do you have a particular thing, or do you just want me to dive in there and see what comes up?
Hit me where it needs to be hit and tell me what needs to be told.
I like it.
Yes.
Let me jump in there and see what your team's got for you.
Okay. She's going to make me cry, Eileen.
I'm
You're
just trying
already
to
gearing up.
understand what I'm seeing.
You're allowed to cry, by the way.
It's really weird. I'm not seeing a person. I'm seeing tools. Like, first of all, I saw like a saw, and then I saw knitting needles, and I'm like seeing. I'm seeing tools. I'm seeing people working with their hands, knitting and little hand saws, and I'm not sure if that means anything to you at this stage. Does that relate to anyone you know or yourself?
Yeah, currently I just got taken into an Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Culture Arts Certificate 3. I've been waiting for 6 months to get approved into it. I'm drawing for the first time in my life, painting. Probably not the first time in my life. That's the thing. Maybe this is where,
Yeah, because I feel like it's all about going outside of you. It's not about you. It is about you, but it's going outside, and I'm just working with all these tools right now, and
Yep.
that's what I'm getting. I feel like that your guys are like, this is where you need to be at, because it's a very rare thing. People don't do it like they used to. We used to step outside of ourselves often and get into a place where we were doing this creative stuff. But now people kind of don't. Even in schools, it's like, here's a colouring in sheet.
Yes.
There's only limited creativity within that. So I think you guys really like this for you, and they're behind you. I'm not sure where the healing side comes in, but I'm going to go back in and see what this is about, see if there's anything that needs to be cleared forward, okay?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. All right. This is part of this is trusting your journey, but there's also the reminder within this sacred space that you're going to be creating in, that it's a time for not talking sometimes. It's a time for that really, really deep, soulful listening.
Stillness.
And that's really challenging sometimes in kind of the European or the Aussie way. Oh, we talk our bloody,
Yeah.
I'm going to say a swear, and please don't take this the wrong way, and I'm not being rude.
Swear as much as you like. I'm the swearing one in the group. I'm the swearer, so go for it.
Yeah. It's like they're going, it's a shut the fuck up time. And they're not saying it to be rude, but they're just saying it's a shut the fuck up time. Shut up, listen. And it's not, this is coming from pure love, by the way. It's not a rude
I know.
You get it, right? It's goosebumpy moment.
Yeah, I get it. Trust me.
But they're saying it in your language, I think.
Yeah.
You'll appreciate it. They're telling me you'll appreciate it. It's just hard and fast. And this is how you live sometimes. You're like hard and fast sometimes.
Too much.
Yeah. So they're saying, like, if you don't know what to do next, just find your center again. Just go sit out under a tree, lean into the tree. Just get out of that classroom or get out of that space. Go find a quiet space and listen to the bloody tree. Ask the tree, where do I go to from here? Ask the bird in the tree. I don't care. Just
well, funny enough, my most recent drawing that I started only yesterday was actually the tree that is out the front of my house. There you go.
I actually feel like it's really important that you connect to the tree on a deeper level. Just because you've never heard a tree talk to you doesn't mean that it won't. Doesn't mean you can't be heard and they don't hear you. I literally find the easiest way with this is if you can lean in and get your abdomen, get your navel on the tree
Yep.
Literally plug in. Feel it plugging in. Like Avatar.
I know. That's my daughter's favorite movie.
It's amazing. It's such a
Oh,
cool movie.
yeah, she is like the Avatar. What do you want to be? Are you air, fire, water? What is it, Mum? So, yes. Wow.
Yeah, do that, and then you'll feel the energy exchange. You may not get a clear message, but you will know that there's a downloady thing happening, even if you don't get words. They don't speak the language we speak. You're not going to get words often like we expect to hear a message. You might get a feeling, or I don't know, but just trust the shit out of that. Just trust
connect to country, and I know where this is. Eileen knows where this is taking me. Connecting with the bush and going back to land.
Big stuff.
You need to go to some sacred sites.
Oh, I've got so many in my backyard. Like I'm out tomorrow. See you. Yeah.
That's what they're just saying. Like, if you don't know what to do, you really do know what to do. Just go and listen. Listen without the words. Listen without. Just sit there. And even if you feel like you got nothing, just know that you got something. You just didn't hear it the way that human needed to hear it. You got it the way your soul needed to get it.
Fair enough. That is, resonates like spot on.
Yeah. This is pretty amazing. I actually love this for you. I love it for you. It's just going to cement so many things. I don't know if there's been a disconnection for you from your heritage and your family and all sorts of stuff going on, but it's like you don't need to know from where you really came from, if this makes sense. Just know you're going to connect back in anyway to the core of,
I get it. I get it. Yeah, this does. Yes, I'm connecting back in for change. Actually, I only did that yesterday for 8 hours of a day. I like literally, so I get that.
Yep. And also they're giving me a message that there may be people along the way that, like that may come in as a teacher or a trainer or a voice. And you might just go, I don't know about that. And that's okay too. Like, not every person that comes along this journey with you is going to resonate. Sometimes later down it might. Sometimes you're just going to go, bullshit. And they could be I'm sorry, but they could be an expert on this. But somewhere in your body it feels wrong. And I'm not judging them and saying they're wrong, but what I am saying is, I want you to trust within your body that there's this thing that's not right for me. Okay, because there's going to be, if you've got an expert telling you this, and you're going, this doesn't feel right in my body. Please trust you. Please don't just go along with, listen to them and respect them. But you know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
There's going to be this is going to be a big part of your journey is learning to actually listen to your wise self.
Okay.
Can you write that down after this call? I will listen to my wise self.
Listen to my wise self. I've got that in my head. I need to listen to more to the other shoulder and not this shoulder. I know. I do. This is
a big, beautiful journey. And it's very, very much the right time.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you.
So your people are just blessing the hell out of this.
Oh, they're smoking it. They're smoking. They're singing. They're doing all sorts of stuff. Trust me. I know that.
They're like, welcome home. I'm getting those words, welcome home.
It's about time.
It's like home is not always what we think it is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it's some explosive stuff's going to go down. Don't get me wrong, but it's all part of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's been part of the lesson. A lot of the explosions that have happened, it's all been a learning curve to actually get Courtney to do this. and only speak when she really needs to take that away for a moment. I get it. Yeah.
It's hard. It's
Oh,
hard.
trust me, for me it is. It is extremely hard.
Yeah.
That's not easy, but yeah, it's a master art. I'll get to there.
Yeah, but it's good. I'm glad. I'm glad it resonates with you. It makes sense.
Hugely. Thank you.
Yeah. Look, thank you so much for coming on tonight, and best of luck with this really cool journey.
Thank you very much. And thank you, Dikwa. Just seen your comment. I will be back on to watch the rest of them. Amazing. Thank you.
No worries.
Awesome. See ya.
All right, I've got the kiss.
Well, that was cool.
That was cool.
Okay, I'm really sorry. Hi. I just looked at my battery and it's like 12%. I'm like, oh my gosh, do I leave or do I stay?
No, you stay. You are here right now. Got ya.
Sorry, excuse me.
We'll just do speed Reiki. I used to call it speed Reiki. I'll just do speed energy. Do you want me to just dive in, or have you got a thing?
Oh no, I just dive in. It's just I've been kind of like unwell since 2019 around October, and the doctors have never been able to find out what's wrong. They keep saying nothing's wrong, and I've gone for iron infusions. I've gone for trying to get just random things that don't even.
Is it an energy thing?
I have 4 kids, so I put it down to that. But now it's gotten to the point where it's actually in my stomach and it's in, my headaches and it's just it's not as bad as it was last year, I have to admit. But I'm just feeling like really down, and it's not my iron. So I've been back, and they've gone, your iron levels are fine. They're below average, but they're fine. They're nothing for an iron infusion. Because the iron infusion worked about 3 weeks. It started about 3 weeks, worked 1 week, and then it went back to my tired old self.
Okay. I'm just going to ask if Tanya's still on. Tanya, if you're still on, can you also do a check-in and see if you can see anything? I don't know if she's still on. But Tanya, if you're still on, can you do a check-in as well and see if you, because she's a very good person for checking in with stuff like this too, because she's done some modalities that are really useful. I don't know if she is, because she's not replying. Tanya, come back. Anyway, I if she's there, she will jump back on. But I'm just going to jump in and see if I can see if there's an energy block. She is. Tanya, please, can you also do a check-in and see if you can give us some feedback as well? Brains trust. Okay, I'm going to jump in though, because I think that she may be able to find something as well.
Oh, thank you. So I'm so sorry if I cut out. It's my battery.
No, if you cut out, we will just say it anyway, and you can watch the replay. And I don't know what time we're on, but 8:40. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So just over an hour mark, is it? Yeah. All right. So I'm just going to drop in and see what I can see. Ooh. Interesting. Oh, okay. I have straight up, I have got a snake. Sorry if this sounds really out there, but straight up I've got a snake wrapped around, like, say, in your lower spine, in your pelvic area, right? I'm just seeing a snake. Snakes are not bad. Don't think it's bad. I've just got the snake there. What that means to me is, for me, this is the Kundalini energy, and the snake will come up. I'm going to see if we can awaken the snake and get it to come up your spine and reactivate. Don't freak out. And I know I sound crazy, but trust me, this is, it is a thing. Okay. And this is how it shows up for me when I see it.
Remember what I said to you, Elaine, yesterday? Remember what I said in Messenger? I said this in Messenger, and it scared me. And I said it scared me because I went through that weird phase of it. I'm pretty sure it was that's what was happening, and I completely blocked it off because I was so frightened.
Yeah, so it's
That's
an
just
awakening.
really funny you say that. Yeah,
It's
I
an
know.
awakening of Kundalini.
Mhm.
Are you going to be okay for us to just awaken? It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. It's activating it. Are you okay for us to go ahead and wake the serpent?
Well, will it cause
I don't know
weird
what
shit?
could happen. Did you want more children? Just kidding. Some people do say it's very sexual orientated, and it can be, but it's also just very much a very activating sort of a thing. They're already going. I've obviously got your permission because my team's already started.
Don't even
Sorry, I'm
ask.
not controlling my hands here. They're just going for it. Oh, this must look so weird to people, but for me, it's kind of my normal. But they don't normally go off like this.
No, I totally get it because you know what? I said it to Eileen yesterday. I couldn't even explain it because I thought I sounded mad. Like, do you know what I mean? And I didn't know at what.
Occupational hazard.
You know, it's like a bit of an activation happening. Also, though, you know that you've got to do some of this work and step up, and you know they're knocking on your door, girlfriend. You know, and it's time. It's time. And
I know, and I'm feeling it right now. I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
And I've always kind of tried to block it off, and I've tried to block off people talking to me. It's like, fuck off.
And they keep knocking louder.
That's so weird. Oh my gosh, you're making me feel. I don't like that feeling.
You have got Eileen. You got her. She's got your back. So it's gonna be normal. Don't worry. It's not gonna be anything trippy. Just you know.
It's not. I'm not gonna go like crazy and start murdering.
No. I think
that was what was blocking me off. Do you know what? A few years ago, I was waking up. I'm not even kidding. I was waking up speaking like Hindu. I just knew it was Hindu. It was really odd. And I was waking up in different yoga positions. I'm like, I'm not a yoga person. You know what I mean? So I would rather eat like a bag of chips. But I've always known. I've been. Are you still doing it? Because I'm feeling it going through me.
Yeah, I am.
I've always known it's been okay. I can't talk right now. I'm feeling really emotional. That's really strange.
It's because you've actually agreed.
Okay. Go with it. Let's go.
Yeah. Wait, it's not showing up me as gluten. Okay, I'm not sure. Can you clarify that, Tanya, a bit?
Wheat intolerance is what I'm saying it is. Not necessarily a gluten intolerance, but a wheat issue.
Okay.
I'm happy it's not gluten.
Yeah. But also remember that the wheats that are grown in Australia are not originally Australian. So if you went to Italy and ate the wheat in Italy, you don't have that same effect because they've grown there since the dawn of time, and there's no if that makes sense, there's a whole lot big story to the whole gluten thing that we don't hear about.
I'm sorry. I'm feeling really
It's shifting. The energy's shifting because you've actually given yourself permission to go ahead and do this because you just chopped your fear down. You're not going to turn crazy. I know that Eileen and I look crazy and we sound it, but that doesn't have to be your journey. It's just us.
Is there anything that you can tell me, because my battery, what I can do to ground myself if I'm in a situation where I'm feeling vulnerable?
Yeah. Look, I would personally have a hematite in your bag. Hematite. Hematite is silver. It's a silver rock. You can pick up a rock off the ground, though. You can have a rock to ground you, but also root veggies. If you're feeling that for the whole day, eating root veggies is really good. So potatoes and carrots.
I've just had 2 McDonald's meals,
Okay, so I don't think there's any root veggies in that, but it'll really help. But at the moment, we're all feeling off the Richter
Yeah.
because of apparently all the solar flares are going off at the moment, and it's making the Earth crust not be like its normal self. So it's triggering us. Epsom salts, magnesium baths, foot baths, magnesium creams. You know, if you're near the ocean, if you can put your feet in the water.
Sorry, I'm on 3%. I'm on 3%.
Okay. If you disappear, we know that you still love us and you're not rejecting us.
So is that done? Is that finished?
Yeah. Look, it's just activated, but you need to go in. You need to go in and say hi to your serpent and say welcome and get on with it. Just if you feel like you're making it up, that's okay too. Just sit in a meditation and do it. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Tanya's got another one for you. Sesame oil or tree oils on the soles of the feet.
I have some.
Yeah, great for grounding you back in.
Okay, so I just wear that all the time, do I?
Just if you're feeling grounded.
I feel like I just don't want to go. You know, that's how I felt last time. I'm not saying I will, but this is how I actually felt last time. And it's just, I don't want it repeating itself because I didn't know how to control that side of me. So I completely blocked it off and it went dormant again. And that's why I knew that whole time it was kind of lingering around. I wanted to ignore it basically. And I wanted to ignore it because I knew that I didn't want to hear it, you know, because of the 4 kids. I guess it does scare me in a way. But my battery's like 1%. I think it might cut out, but I'll listen to this later.
Yeah. Just want to say to you, if this was one of your children going through this, which potentially is quite likely because mum is, you need to be able to support them with it. So if they got a mum that's rocking her spiritual side, then they will feel supported to rock their spiritual side. Okay. So think of that as a consideration when you are, you know, getting comfortable doing this. I don't know if she's still there or what, but she can listen later.
She's frozen.
Eileen, have you got any wise words as well you could share?
Yeah, just different situation now. Completely different situation now. You are with people, you know people now who will support you through this. So go with it. You're being called to now.
That's it. And look, we all had to start somewhere. Some people seem to have shocking spiritual awakenings, but I don't know. I didn't. I just kind of thought it was a bit weird, and I got mad headaches for a while, and I still do sometimes, but most of the time it's not terrible. Thank you so much, Tanya, for doing that as well, because I know that she came in and really hooked in as well. That was really helpful.
Much appreciated.
Yeah.
Teamwork. All right, Irma, and then we might call it. Hello, Irma.
Hello.
Hey.
Welcome to our crazy world.
I'm surprised I managed to get in. It took me a while, but I managed.
Thank you very much for waiting for us. Do you want us to just jump in and see what comes up for you?
Yes, please.
Okay, Eileen, can you also do? I feel like this is a tag team. Are you okay? She's like, do I have to work? I feel like this. Yeah, I feel like we both need to drop in here. So you drop in too, please. Do you want me to go first, or do you want to go first?
You go first.
Okay. Okay, straight up, I have grandmother figures around you, and they're actually saying, and this is just a really clear message they want for you, is really embrace the wise older woman phase of your life, because they're saying, you know, like go into it with passion and joy. And I'm not sure why, but they're saying, think of us when we were your, you know, having those grandma, and it's not necessarily, doesn't even have to be biological, but think of all those older women you've had in your life and their wisdom and knowledge. And they're saying to you, we strongly want you to embrace that as a really important stage of your growing older, that this is an important role that you're stepping into, because I feel like somewhere along the line you're like maybe a bit cranky because, you know, you feel a bit creaky in the mornings or something, and you're like, this getting old thing is not good. I don't know. Are you giving yourself those little messages sometimes thinking that?
Well, I sort of feel like, oh, gee, what's happening? My brain's not working like it normally did. And
Yeah.
I feel like I need to rest more.
Embrace it. That's okay. They're just saying embrace this part of your journey rather than fight it. They're like, she's fighting this. She doesn't like it.
Well,
You don't put enough. Sorry. You don't put enough credit into the knowledge you have. You kind of feel like you're still floundering around a little bit, but you have such knowledge to impart to people.
Yeah,
I
You need to
know,
stand up.
but it's sometimes like when I'm in a group, it's like I'm being shut up, shut off. They're not
Start your own
listening
group.
to me.
Ah.
I'm not heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's personalities, but please don't take that to your heart, because that's not the truth. That's just sometimes people are rude or
Yes,
they talk.
I keep quiet and I just, okay, I back off instead of saying my piece.
Maybe
Stand
pick your
up.
groups. Some groups are like that. Maybe you need a new group.
Yes, I'm thinking of leaving, but I've got to finish the certificate. I think
Yeah.
it's just a few more months, and I thought, okay, I will finish that and then move on. That's my plan.
Good.
I feel like that's the grandmothers are in there going, embrace this part of your life though, and give yourself credit, because you have the wiseness, even if others are not listening.
They're not listening. So I keep quiet and mind my business. And I know I can contribute, but it's like I'm being stopped, you know. So
Do you have a face-to-face course, teacher?
yes.
Can you please go and speak to her about this and say, I just wanted to make you aware that this is how I'm feeling right now, and I feel like I have a lot to contribute and I'm being shut down. Because if this is a good teacher, she will embrace that, and she will get them to stop so you can speak, because that's what teachers are for. You know, they're there to direct. Sometimes that's her role. So just say that. Just get there a bit early one day and say, look, can I just talk to you for a minute? And I promise
because I don't get a chance to even ask a question.
Yeah.
Because they talk over me. So
yeah, speak to the teacher, because the teacher needs to pull back control. It sounds like it's a bit out of control if that's happening.
yes.
So please speak to the teacher. Don't tell her she's out of control. Just say how you're feeling, so that she can allow you that time to do that, because that's important for you.
Yes, I know. And so therefore I sit there and I observe.
Yeah, and that's not good for you.
Keep my information I have. Yes.
Yeah.
But I have been feeling a bit, how do you say, almost blocked lately. But I don't know if it's because of the times of what's happening, you know, in the world, and I'm empathic, very empathic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How has your heart been?
That hasn't been really good, because I do have a heart problem, and it's like
But
I haven't got.
It's really emotional too.
Yes, it's sort of, you know, I've grown up children and I have problems, and I don't want to go into that, but it comes my way.
It's heavy.
But they don't want my advice. No, I must listen. That's it. Yeah.
I actually feel that you also need to, with your children particularly, and with those others in the group, you need to get your strength back, and you need to say, excuse me, I need to say something, or excuse me, like, just don't let them talk over you, because this is a pattern as well, and it's happening.
Yes.
Our children do it, and
All
then
the time. Yeah.
try this one. Just go, put your hand up. Excuse me. Put your hand up. Even don't have to say, excuse me, just keep doing this until they notice, because you know, they need to recognize I got my hand up here. I want to speak. And wave it around until they go, what do you want? Speak. Because
But the strange thing that's happening is like the when we started the course, and we normally get spoken into a meditation, I had an experience of Jesus coming to me. It was the most beautiful experience. There was so much love. He touched my arm, and I disappeared. I don't know what the meditation was about. But I was in bliss, and I don't remember. But I think it comes up with just little things that I know without knowing. So
keep following that path. Honestly, you've got that gift there. Keep letting it in. Keep doing the meditation. But also, they're really saying to you, you have something to say. You need to say it. You need to get their attention until they do. So try the teacher, but also this is about claiming your power back as a wise woman who knows things. You know?
I do, and it comes out, and it's just without knowing, I know.
Yes. So you make sure that they listen. You make them listen. Yes. I know that sounds forceful, but you know what? It's like, I feel like pull in that powerful woman that you have within you. Call her in. She's going to come in and say, excuse me, listen.
I think I have to do that if I have to go for another few months to this class, because I do intend leaving.
Yeah.
You know, because it's not working for me.
Yeah. But I think this is your lesson as well to remember you have knowledge that is really beneficial, and they need, you know, this is a thing for you to use that voice of yours and get it out there.
Let out your inner lioness.
Pardon?
Yes.
Let out your inner lioness.
We like it.
Yes, I know.
He's in
My
there.
Spirit guide was a lion.
I love it.
He's changed to a puma. It's now puma. Yeah.
It's still that silent one though, but when they roar.
Yes. So, yes.
Sorry.
So
I thought my battery was going to die then, but it's something else. That's all right.
Yes.
I hope that was helpful for you, and please let Eileen know how you go, and she can let me know, because I'd love for that to shift the balance in that classroom, because that's going to shift the balance for a lot of other things for you.
Yes, I know. That's why I sort of sit there and I've got all this info that I'm holding in, and I'm not given the chance to let it out. And
you
even while I'm talking, they would interrupt me. There's one that would just say, "Oh, excuse me," and I have to say this, you know, and I think,
you need to, I know, because you're coming from manners and respect, and they're not coming from manners and respect.
That's the thing.
You actually need to put her back into her place and say, excuse me, I'm not finished. and use authority in your voice. And that is hard. So you might need to practice. If you've got a good friend you can practice with, say, can I practice with you? And get her to cut over you and say, excuse me, you stop now. I'm talking. You know, you can just do it gently, but you need that authority.
Yes, I need to, because it's like I'm being bullied in the class.
It is, and it's not okay. It's not okay. You need, but they're saying I feel like your grandmothers are like, honor this place that where you're at, and those
and
young ones need to be respect. Yeah.
Yes, my mom was very cheeky. She wouldn't let anyone.
That's probably your mum, but she's speaking from a wise woman, grandmother, you know, like that.
Yes, that's how a lot of them. Yeah.
They're all there.
Anyway, they're all there.
But they're all there, the grandmothers. They're just calling themselves the grandmothers, but I know they're not all your grandmother. They're all the wise women who have been grandmothers.
Yes.
Because
I feel like that generations, though.
Pardon?
You got generations there. It's not just mum and grandmothers, and it's mum and grandmothers and great grandmothers. It's like the entire clan is behind you, going, "Come on, stand up, find your voice."
They love you, but they're telling you, "Don't let those young
I'm sure they're hitting me on the head sometimes." I sometimes sit and I think, "Oh God, I'm sure," because I know how cheeky they were.
They're going to throw little rocks at you.
They'll be in that classroom and they'll be donking the other young ones on the head for you.
Yeah. Yes, but I know I've got quite a bit of knowledge, and sometimes things come to me that I don't know about, but I always think, that's awesome. Like I get excited when I do work on someone, on a healing, and there's something new, and I think, oh, that's cool. You know.
So, I still do that. It's amazing. It always gives me that.
Really,
yeah,
it's good, isn't it? When you get something new and you think, oh, that person on the bed doesn't even know what's happening to you.
Exactly. But you know, you've got this wonderful, wonderful time in your life, and they just want you to embrace it. I feel embrace it and stand in the power of it, because I feel like they're saying you're not quite standing in the power of it and honoring that position. And it is way more challenging in this setting today, where the young ones don't look up and respect the older generation as we once. So you have to
children. That's right. My children think that I'm still got the energy of when I was younger. Like my daughter can't believe, you know, like that I'm getting older and what am I doing to myself? And I think, I can't always be there for you.
Because they're so used to it. Why would that ever change? You know?
I know.
I know.
Yes.
I understand that. I have teenagers, and I feel like sometimes it's not like it's just that they have that expectation that mum cooks the dinner and mum washes the clothes, and it's like I try and encourage them to help, and then my son will throw clothes at the line and he won't peg them, and I'm like, thanks for your help. You know?
I know. Well, like my son is 45 and my daughter's just turned 41. I'm losing it. Just turned 41.
We've all lost a year, the whole 2020.
And they still think I'm the young mum.
Yes. And they always will, I think. It's
so
yeah.
So, but thank you.
Thank you.
You've given me a bit of courage.
Good, because call in those grandmother energies. Call all them in and say, come on, we're going to sort this out.
Yeah, I'm going to say, be with
And
me.
they will be cheering.
Because I
They
normally
will be
prepare
cheering.
myself before I go into class. I sort of do all my preparation, but I'll call them all in. All
We love that.
grandmothers from all
All the
tribes.
grandmothers. Yes.
From
Yes.
all
I like
tribes.
From all
With all your
tribes.
knowledge. Give it to me.
Yep.
Knock it into me.
It sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah.
And you see, I'm a Libran, which is the scale. So it needs to be in harmony and balance. So I think that was my problem.
It will work out. I feel like
Yes.
I feel like this is your mission. This is your goal for the year or for the next month or something, to
Yeah.
get back in that place where you're like, show some respect here, so whatever. But you don't have to speak it like that, but you just have to project that. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
I'll be prepared.
Awesome.
I like it. Thank you so much for coming on tonight. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you. Yes.
All right.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
So what
Bye.
happens?
You'll just
I'm going to kick you
disappear.
out.
Okay, let me know.
All right. Bye.
That was fun. There's a big
She's
message
beautiful.
here from Andrew. Did you read it? I didn't get to. My brothers and
I
I.
did read it, but I was actually going to click on this one from Dika. Irma, are you South African born? I feel that the keeping quiet thing is cultural because we can be so judgy. Happy to chat with you privately, so that will be a good one for Irma to read.
Yes.
Now, Andrew's comment actually started up here.
Ah. What? Okay.
Yes. And so that essay is his description, and StreamYard has actually cut it off because it's too long, but it's
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
Coffee cup. My father's left from before he left for work. Oh, it moved. Come back.
Spooky.
Seemed he was the only one the spirit wouldn't clean for.
That's kind of spooky. I've not heard. Can you send that spirit to my house?
Oh, mine too, please.
We'll share. We don't mind sharing.
I would love the cleaning fairy, please. I mean, spirit. Cleaning spirit.
Absolutely. Like,
anyone that cleans for free.
Yeah.
I'll exchange energy. Exchange energy.
Same. I'm happy to do that too, because I clean and I walk out and I walk back and go, where did all this come from? And then there's more cups and you've just washed the dishes. Like,
wash the dishes. My boyfriend did the dishwasher tonight.
We don't even have a dishwasher. We are the dishwasher.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to say that the whole cooking dinner thing. Alex, my 5-year-old, the other night, I said, all right, mate, what are you cooking me for dinner? He went, hey, Mummy, can that be one of my chores, please?
Oh,
and I went, yes, it can, because I have a Thermomix.
Oh, yeah, you do have the amazing Thermomix. Where did I put my water, Eileen? I've got a mess. Oh, it's over there. How rude. My glass is empty. Sorry.
Would you like some?
Yes, please.
That would be totally cool if I just sort of poured this a little bit off screen and you just happen to have a glass filling up with water.
Oh, yeah. I would tip it, but then I'll probably end up tipping it on top of my new laptop, so that would not be cool.
Not okay.
Not okay.
It was only a once-off, though, sadly.
Yeah, that sucks. They just wanted to freak you out, and it worked.
Yeah. Actually, Jody did ask to come on, but we've sort of run out of time by about 35 minutes.
We were going to be short tonight because you need sleep.
I do need sleep. That's okay. Jody actually messaged me once about a spirit in their house. They'd gone out for the day, but they knew this little spirit was in the house, and one of her kids had asked what its name was. They came home to the computer, the name on the computer, written on the computer.
We need music, stuff like that goes doo 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 doo.
Yes.
Get ready, say that again and press the spooky music, the doo 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 music.
Hey Siri, play some super spooky music.
Oh, look, if people didn't think we were crazy before, they sure do when you and I get online.
Well, this is true. This is true.
Yeah. So
right.
you need to get some sleep.
I do. Sleep would be amazing. More than
One
an hour at a time would be even better.
Yeah, I think so. One night we'll just have you live and we'll just do, what does Eileen need tonight?
Oh, God, we're not doing that live.
That might take a little bit longer than a mini session. I'm not being mean, but, us healers have a lot going on. We have a lot of past life crap to deal with.
We do. We do. Now, guys, I know a few of you have asked about past life stuff. Akessa has asked what this means for her now with this serpent snake.
I think just dropping in and saying, hey, welcome, and just, like literally sitting in that space where you can literally feel him awaken, and it don't be freaked out. The serpent energy is really good for you because you've worked with it in previous lives. The hand symbols that you're doing, the yoga positions that you're doing, all of that's completely in flow with this serpent energy. So just allow that. When you see your body doing that, know that it's, I find myself doing weird little hand things and I just go, wow, I don't even realize I'm doing them as well. It's just like a memory of when you do this and do this, it connects this and it does this. And, there's things you can do with your tongue. There are things you can do with your hands. And it helps you connect to different places and get the current through. Anytime you make a circuit, even just with your thumb and your finger, it expands energy through your body and does all sorts of stuff. So just allow it. But as for old mate serpent, just chat to him. Just say, welcome, I'm ready. I'm ready. And just see. It might, the first time it happened to me, it gave me a hell of a fright because I'm sitting in bed and next minute I'm like weaving around like this. My body was doing this. I cannot do it now. But my body started doing that in bed. And I'm like, what the heck? I'm sitting there. I cannot do it now, but I can swear to you it was doing this. And I felt it. And I didn't know what Kundalini energy was. And it scared the bejesus out of me because I shut it down too. Because I was like, what is going on? But literally, I find they go up in between each vertebrae on your spine. And some people get them come up and over the head. And it's just an activation. Pardon?
Yeah. She said, can I talk to him in my dreams? And I'm saying yes.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
And that's sometimes the easiest way to connect because your conscious mind is down.
Yep.
Right.
And also, if you want to do it in a meditative way, you can lay down on your bed or you can sit, whichever's more comfy. And I just want you to feel yourself dropping down. And you'll find yourself in the animal underworld. And that's where you go. And you may smell it, you may see it, you may, for me, it's a creek. I feel moss under my feet. I've got a tree. That's it for me, but it'll be different for everyone. And that's where you communicate with the animals. And those will be your animal spirit, animals you might have been all these messages, whatever. Like you may find, like I find I go down and I become the polar bear and off I go and then I become the dragon and whatever I need. So you can go down and you can talk to the snake or you can be the snake. Just allow whatever needs to happen. And when you're ready to come back, you just say, I'm bringing myself back now. wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes and your back. Hope that didn't sound too complicated, but it hopefully.
No, that's fine. It's almost like you're about to go on a shaman journey and have fun with it.
Yes.
I'm currently doing a tarot course. Do you think it will help with it? This is all your spiritual awakening. This is all part of it.
Yep. And just remember, with doing the tarot, you don't need to follow all the rules specifically. Learn the course, do it that way. But please open your mind. If you're getting a different message from the card than the book, go with that, you know?
That's all right.
The book was written. Okay. Awesome. Because I don't open my books very often. I just.
With tarot, because the tarot cards, the actual system is different, and you do kind of have different ways of reading them, which is one of the reasons I always went for oracle cards, because there's no rules then. I don't open the books for them.
Same.
This is good.
That's because your whole body's given up the permission now, and you've taken your own fear away. So, just like that.
Done.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Oh, my God, Rebecca, thank you so much for your time, for your energy, and for your wisdom.
Thank you. And thank you, Tanya, for popping in too, because that was amazing.
Thank you, Tanya, for your insight and availability.
That was like bonus.
Yes. All right, guys, we are back tomorrow night. I have Leon coming back tomorrow night. So with Leon, we normally have a chat about something spiritual. We literally don't plan it. It comes from spirit, and we go wherever the mood takes us, and he will do a group reading at the end tomorrow night. That's usually how it goes. I can actually have a chat with him tomorrow about maybe doing a sound thing if people want that. He's got the most amazing sound set up.
I love that stuff.
It's and gongs and everything. So
it's so good.
Yes.
I might try and pop on.
Yes, you should.
I will try. I reckon I'm free. Unless like I get a million date requests, you know, then I might be on a date, but unlikely.
See, there's the problem. The mindset's not there.
I mean, I'm good.
You know we're still live, right? I haven't hit that end broadcast.
Yeah, I know. I'm just thinking. I just wanted to end with a bit of a laugh because at my own expense.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us, your collective energy, and for having the guts to come up and be live with us, because that can be quite confronting. I know one person said she wasn't going to do it because she was in her PJs.
I was going to come in my PJs. I was like, I really want to just have a shower and turn up in my PJs tonight. So it would have been okay had I done that.
We'll save the PJ party for another night, all right?
What's that?
We'll save the PJ party for another night.
We should definitely do a PJ. I've got like all onesies I could wear. So
oh, sweet. I'll have to see what pajamas I own. Anyway, let's leave that right there and let's move on.
Thank you so much for having me on tonight. And
my absolute pleasure.
Let's get you some rest because you're a bit probably wired at this stage.
That's all right. I'm fine. All right, guys. I will see you all tomorrow night should you choose to join us. I hope you do. Other than that, have a great night. Have a good day tomorrow, and looking forward to Friday. Woo-hoo. Bye, guys. Have a good night.